So last night we had a severe thunderstorm and I decided to come out and look at the damage. You can see I got a willow tree across my yard. So just looking here up close, I've got some containers knocked over, which is no big deal. I'll pick those up. Take a look at what we got. It's a big chunk of that tree. So he came from all the way on the other side of the yard, but look at the size of these branches. Let's walk through and take a look and see. I'm glad we didn't have any vehicles parked under this area. And here is, wow. Yeah, the tree's been sick for quite a long time, but look at the size of that. Look at the size of that. You think that's rotten? My husband doesn't have any chainsaws here, so we're going to have to run up north and go grab some, but what a mess. That's crazy. What do you suppose that is? Look at all that there. That's just really weird. Well, that will definitely look different. I wonder if we'll take the rest of it down. It'll change our landscape quite a bit. Kind of knew it needed to come down at some point. So continuing on, here's the French garden that I'm still working on. The tarp's still in place anyway. My obelisks are all knocked over, no biggie. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks bad. Well, we're gonna take it out anyway. I guess that gave us a reason to take it out now. Wow. Oh, here's my new prop boxes. Looks like we're gonna have to latch them down. So the wind must have got underneath that one and it blew it up. It's crazy. The other ones were maybe a little bit more sheltered. So that's broke. Look at this mangled mess. Yeah, that's done. Well, I was going to get another one anyway. So Mother Nature just helped us along. Some of my new junipers, I'll have to get those straightened out. Wow, look at, we had steel in the ground. That's in the ground and it was reinforced and it didn't matter. And then I think we had rebar as well. Look at, yeah, the junipers are all leaning funny. I just planted these a month ago. Crazy. I'll put some before video in so you can see what it looked like before the devastating storm came through. I lost the top of my bird bath, which was not that big of a deal. I knew that was going to happen. Don't know where that is in the yard somewhere. I'll have to find that. I'm going to replace that maybe in a couple of years with a concrete one, but yeah, what a mess. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, now is a great time to do that. Looking at my nursery, it looks like ground zero. Everything got completely tossed and turned, and my statues are knocked over. Hopefully none of them are broke. Tables are flipped over in the nursery. Oh, it's crazy. Never seen anything get this tossed and turned, but yeah, I don't know how strong the winds were, but they were pretty strong. Ooh, looks like one statue's broke. She's looking all, I just didn't think we were gonna have this problem or I would have came and laid the statues down. Oh, this little gal here got broken. See? Ding dang it. Fencing's kind of ripped up. That was to try to keep the bunnies in place. We're going to put a better, stronger fence in. This was a table that was covered because I have propagations underneath. I ripped my tarp up, which is bungeed down, actually, believe it or not. Greenhouse is standing. That's a good sign, probably because it's tucked away here good for me. Containers knocked over. Like I said, the table was actually up on the mat. Table was up on the mat, so that got flipped. Ripped the lids off from some of my other containers. I don't know where those went. I'm going to have to find those because that had a cover that was locked down. Yeah, crazy. It's the second time this year we had wind come from the north and flip stuff around. It's crazy. Everything on my... So this cart here was actually in here, and it wind blew it that far. Isn't that nuts? Maybe on the wheels it blew it. And all my statues in here, and my blew off all of my containers. I'm afraid to go to my garden. I gotta find my garden. I'm afraid to go see what happened in the vegetable garden, but I'm guessing it's not going to be good. So walking through here, some of the fencing. Look at that. My grapevine fence is snapped off. I think that container hit it and it just snapped it right off. That's awful. Wow, what a mess. Here I've got, this is a bird bath that had a copper top on it. I don't know where the copper top is. I'm going to have to find that because I really like that. So it would have been like a disc and went flying. Come back around under this tree to survey this. So luckily I'd moved a lot of stuff off my deck and moved it to the vegetable garden. But yeah, you can see my containers are knocked all over the place. There's pots are missing their foundation. I had taken a lot of stuff out of this area because I was cleaning up in here, but wow. Coming around to the pavilion area of my courtyard garden. So this really sucks that the grapevine fence is down. I think this pot probably hit it and came around. I got just random things laying all over. And then here we come around here, I got cushions laying that blew out of the area, shelving. Good news is I don't see any damage on that. I'll have to have gonna have to have my roof line surveyed on that north side. We'll see if we have damage at all there. Missed a little bit of water coming out of that. My containers look so good too. I was going to do a video yesterday to show how beautiful they were. They're pretty beat up. Oh, there's more stuff that has to get picked up. Let's go see what the vegetable garden looks like. I'm afraid to look. This is not the way to do a yard tour. Looking at damage is like zero fun. All right, let's see how bad it is. Oh, got cushions over here that got in. And I took a little video yesterday. I'll plug that in to kind of show what this looked like. I had a construction crew, so I wasn't able to finish the video because they were the road construction outside. It was awful. Oh, look at my corn. I was so proud of my corn. Maybe I can get it to stand back up. Let's go take a look. This got ripped off. I had some, like I said, this is today. This is the after the storm. I'll show a video. I did a little video clip yesterday just to prep for a video I was going to do. And I'll show what it looked like so nice and beautiful before that storm hit. But yeah, this is crazy. Let's see how that corn is coming along. Today is July 27th. It is starting to really tower above the rack. Everything's looking really good. We've had extreme heat, which these warm weather vegetables absolutely love. My tomatoes are starting to recover. That's a whole nother story. And look at how beautiful the corn looks. And here you can see we've got some tasseling starting. And I've got some silk and some small ears of corn. I am so excited. I can hardly wait to get to harvest season. So we've probably got a few more weeks and we'll see how long it takes for this corn to develop. Oh, wow. Hopefully most of it pops back up. So here I've got my dill laying down. Here my dill is laying on the side. The peppers are laying down. Ooh, there's my pumpkin plant leaning. Look at my poor corn. Ooh, I'm hoping if it's not ripped up or bent over, I can get it to stand back up. I think it's got about a month to go, so hopefully I can get it to stand back up. Looks like my squash plant's still standing. I think the corn, I think I can get it to stand back up. I'll try to lift each one of them. I'll stick a bamboo pole in there and see if I can get it to stand up. And then my pumpkin plant, it's kinked. We'll see if it makes it. We'll see if it makes it. I don't know. Tilty for sure. It's crazy. I'll look at this corn some more. Luckily, I think most of the vines survived. Hopefully, if they didn't get ripped out of the ground. Looks like my trellis that was up a little bit higher broke off or just kind of moved down, probably from the weight because the cucumbers are getting pretty heavy. So that was supposed to be tied up a lot higher. Luckily, I had moved all my tomatoes in here yesterday, which I think gave it a little bit of shelter because the doors had that burlap on them, and it gave a little bit of a shelter. But I had just moved these in. These are my backup tomatoes. It's almost like Mother Nature doesn't want me to make tomato sauce this year. Crazy. So I got lots of stuff laying on its side here. Oh man, terrible. Got some green tomatoes sitting on the ground. I can take those in, see if they'll ripen. Carrots are kind of laying a little flat. My dill's laying flat, which is not good because I need dill. And if I try to buy somewhere else, I'll have to buy online. See if anybody's got dill so I can finish making my pickles. Wow. One more look at the after the storm view. It's crazy. Hoping I get most of it to kind of pop back to life. But yeah, a lot of people probably have it a lot worse. Hopefully I don't have any damage on my house that I just can't see. But my Dutch garden got a little blown around, but overall it doesn't look too bad. It did look better yesterday. There was less stuff lying down, but I think the sun will pop everything back up. Let's take a quick look at it. I've been working on cleaning it up. I got some good milkweed here for the pollinators. Here's my bee balm. Oh, it was just looking so nice. It's just bent. It should pop right back up. And then the Russian sage. When you have big Russian sage, it tends to get the water on it and it can sag. But that all should pop right back up. We'll see how it goes. It's awful. So the phlox don't look too bad, and the lilies held up pretty good. This is my gay feather, my purple liatris, and that looks pretty good. I had a bunch of lilies in here. They looked, they just finished blooming. So if they had all of their flowers on them, they would have all been snapped off. But because the flowers were off them, they held up really good. Normally they would have broke right off. So wow. Well, it looks like I know what we're doing today. So here's the apple tree I didn't get pruned properly, and it had a heavy load on it, and I think it is done, which is sad. I was really looking forward to having a bumper crop. This is why you're supposed to prune your apple trees. We're a long way from it being able to harvest. Talk about raining apples. Oh, it may not be dead. Look at that. It's still in the ground. So if we limit up, well, that's crazy. It's fair to say that I had, as in past tense, a bumper apple crop year. The tree is leaning, the weight was pretty heavy, so we'll have to completely limit. I'll have to sacrifice my apples this year, which is really a bummer. We'll have to get her limbed up. I wanted the tree to last me a few more years because eventually I'm not going to be able to have an apple tree if I have my pine trees are going to shade it and it won't get enough sun anyway, which is why I started the new orchard. But oh, it's kind of a bummer. Look at how beautiful the apples look too. So here's my other apple tree, and it's definitely leaning. And I got apples everywhere. I don't know if some of them may be getting, well, we're in July. I don't think they're ready typically till end of August, early September. So they look nice and big with plenty of water, but my guess is they're starchy. Bummer. My husband mentioned for me to come back around and look at the poplar tree. Oh yeah. So looking way up top, we've got a branch that's snapped up in there. It's hard to tell, but yeah, it's snapped off right about there. If I can see it or not from this angle. Let's try to zoom in. There's where it snapped off right there. All right, my birch tree's standing still, which is amazing. I didn't think that was going to be standing. But here's where that big, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it smashed up all my pots. Lovely. I think I'm going to need a dumpster today. It snapped the tree and threw it in there. Ironically, it landed in between two pines. A spruce and a pine, and it landed right in between them for the most part. But yeah, it smashed. I had a bunch of pot storage back here. It smashed a bunch of pots. If I need shards, I've got them, and I think that's good. I'll keep those because I can use those for shards at the bottom of the pots. Now that's making lemonade out of lemons, people. Wow.